guys, it's Sarah and I am here with a Sketches in Time layout for you. This is the sketch that we are using this week and it's this one right here, and this one is by Sean Lair. And so I'm going to be making a layout based on those. So I have two 4x4 photos here that I have printed out, and I am going to stick pretty closely to the sketch. I don't incorporate the circle aspect of it, and then I put my title below my pictures instead of on top. But other than that, a lot of things are very similar, so I stuck pretty close to it this month. Now I am using my homemade kit that I made by taking the Victoria Marie class that is called Make the Kit, and I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in taking that class. It's really, really awesome. It's only $12. You get a lot of videos and slideshows and learn how to make your own homemade kit with your stash that you already have and using those products together. It's a really great class. So I will leave a link down below if you guys want to check that one out. And so right now I'm using an Amy Tangerine paper pad from her Yes Please line, and that was the basis of my homemade kit. Was I had a lot of aspects from that line, so I pulled them all, and I'm going to use all of my pattern paper are going to come from this paper pad here. So I'm just trying to see what I want to use. I'm going to use that bamboo wood paper for the background, and then I have a couple cut apart sheets here that I'm going to use some aspects of as well, along with that chevron piece, and then I have a couple of pieces from her +1 line as well, and I'm going to use a couple of 6x6 papers for layering. And then I have all these things that I pulled from my kit, and I'm just gonna, I went through and kind of pulled what I initially thought I was going to use, and then I will kind of pull from here and there as I need to. Okay, so I know what my background is going to be, and I'm going to go ahead and cut out the little aspects from these cut apart sheets that I know I want to use. I'm going to pull this little pink one here, and it says Good Times. And then I'm going to pull the pink from the center of this one as well and use that as a layering piece behind my photos. And I also found a little gray one here that says This Stuff Matters, and I'm going to use that for my journaling. And that's going to be my background there. So I'm going to use this one here too, the blue chevron, and I just cut it down a little bit. And then I'm going to cut the pink down as well. I don't want it to go all the way to the ends of the paper. And then I'm going to go through my +1 6x6 paper pad and just kind of pull a couple of papers I can use behind my photos there. And I'm just trying to decide if I want to stay on the aqua or go with more pink or go with something more neutral. And I do decide to go neutral, so I'm going to pull this black and white floral here. It does have blue around the outline of it, like a watercolor. And then I'm also going to pull another neutral, and I believe I pull a gray. Yeah, that's the one I decided to go with. Doing a double check, but this one is gray and it just has little lines on it. So try to stay neutral behind the pictures here. And then I'll put my journaling on that tag right there. And then up here, I pulled that one that says Good Times there because I needed a place to house the business card, because that is the business card for the restaurant that we go to that I'll be talking about. So I wanted to make sure I included that on the layout. And that was just a nice little holding place for it. All right, so I'm going to work on my title. My title is going to be Tacos and Therapy, and that is what my friend and I call our little trips to this Mexican restaurant that we go to a whole lot. Like, they know us there. We both love tacos and love Mexican food, so every so often we started going to this place, and we kind of made some jokes that every time we were at this restaurant, it was like we needed to get stuff off of our chest. And so it ended up becoming a joke that we go eat tacos and have a therapy session. So we call it Tacos and Therapy. So every time we want to go, we do that. Or if one of us is having a bad day, we're like, tacos and therapy. And so we just go and vent our frustrations and just have tacos. And it's a lot of fun. So we do it like every couple weeks. All right, so the letters that I use there are Amy Tangerine Vellum letters, alphabet stickers. Those are pretty old. I've had them for a long time, and I'm finally just now using them. And then I use an ampersand from a crepe paper chipboard piece, and that's going to be my ampersand there. I'm cutting out this little piece from the cut aparts as well from the paper pad that I used, and I'm just going to reinforce the blue chevron up underneath my business card up on top here because I wanted some more blue up there as well, and I just figured having the same pattern would be nice. All right, so I'm taking a look and I'm pretty positive I like that. That's where I want everything to start going. I'm going to cut down this Good Times just a little bit. I didn't want it touching the papers. I wanted to definitely stand on its own, so I just cut it down a little bit on the sides. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get everything stuck down because I like where everything is going here. Try to keep everything straight. Sometimes it's hard. Sorry, my head keeps getting in the way there. I'm literally just trying to make everything as straight as I can. And make sure I have room on the bottom for my title there. And of course I put them over a little bit too far and it was touching the thing that I didn't want it to touch. So I got to take it up and move it over just a smidge. Okay, so I like the way that that is working. And I'm going to go ahead and get my title put down. I'll skip through this because it takes a while. Vellum letters and all that. So. And I'm going to go ahead and put my pictures down. I like how they were tilted in the sketch, so I definitely continued that. Usually I'm more of a straight person. I normally will make sure everything is straight and, you know, lined up, but every so often it's nice to do something on an angle or a little bit haphazardly. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do my journaling. I had to get up to get my pen because I'd moved it. So I'm just going to talk about how my friend Lindsay and I kind of started this little tradition, and it's just funny. But literally the people at that Mexican restaurant know us. We walk in. They're like, hey! So it's pretty funny. We also live in a small town, so that can happen quite often here. But the food there is very, very good. We're very lucky. And so I'm finishing up my journaling there. Stick it right next to the picture of me. And then I have these Amy Tangerine Vellum stickers here that I've had for quite a while. There's a couple on here that say that's what he said and that's what she said. So I'm going to put both of those down here just because, you know, it is a therapy session where we talk about things that are frustrating us, but we also, you know, we gossip sometimes. It happens. So I just thought it'd be kind of funny to put that there as a little reference to it. And then I'm using a few other ones here. I put the truth underneath on the journaling card there. And then this one right here says the routine. And then I have another one up on top of my picture. I don't know what that says. Let me grab it real quick and tell you. The one on top of my picture there, it says truly awesome. And then I'm going through this Amy Tangerine sticker sheet, and I found one that says noteworthy, and it's gray, so I'm going to put that on top of Lindsay. And then I just kind of look around to see if there's anything else in here that's catching my eye, but I don't think I end up using anything else from that sticker sheet. And now I'm going to do some stamping. I pulled 2 stamp sets for this kit, and I don't stamp as often as I really should. I have a lot of stamps, and I just don't use them that much. So I'm going to use this one here that says Happy Place with an arrow, and I'm testing it out there, and I like the way it looks on the manila. And then I put it down here, and it's not standing out as much as I want it to because I'm using a gray chalk ink, and it's very, very light. So I'm not super thrilled with it. I am going to go ahead and do one more stamp though, and then I'll do something to fix it because it's just not standing out enough for me. I was thinking about using the gray, you know, to be subtle, but it was a little bit too subtle for me. So, but I'm going to give it a try first. And this one says good idea. I'm going to put that right underneath the word therapy. And as you can see, it doesn't show up really much at all. Definitely shows up more in person, but I still wanted to stand out more. So I'm just going to go over it in black. Sorry for my head. So I'm using a black VersaFine instead of the gray chalk ink, and I'm going to just go over both of those stamps here, and I'm much happier with it. I don't know if that gray chalk is for me, the chalk ink. I might have to destash that just because I'm not going to use it. And then I put the happy place up there again, up on top of the business card. So I'm much happier with that stamping. And let's see, what else am I going to add here? I believe I'm going to add a flare badge, and then I'm going to add a couple of these Pink Fresh Studio wood veneer hearts. And yes, I have a flare badge there, and it's a little asterisk inside of a speech bubble, and I thought that was kind of fun because, you know, the whole purpose of us doing this is so that we can talk and gab and get stuff off our chest. So I'm going to put that right there in the center of the two pictures, and then I'm going to use a couple of these asterisks in pink here as well, just to kind of mimic the asterisk in the speech bubble, and then the pink to bring in the pink from the layout. So I used all the pink there. So those wood veneer, half of them are colored pink, and then the other half are plain. So they're really cute. And I believe that's it. I don't think I add anything else. I'm really happy with it. I like the layout. It's simple, but gets my point across here. So if you guys want to play along with this sketch, please go over to the Sketches in Time blog, and you can see some other designers' takes on the sketch as well, and you can also play along yourself and submit your layouts. So please join us over there. I will have a link in the description below, and I have the sketch coming up here one more time for you. Hope you guys have a great day. I'll see you again soon. Bye.